So in this assignment question, you've been told that 3 points A, T and B are collinear. You're also told that the point T divides the line from A to B in the ratio of 3 to 2. You've been given the coordinates for the point A and drawn out a line in this way, and then putting your information onto the line can help you work your way through the question. So we've got a line that goes from A through the point T and then onto the point B at the other end, and it is the point B that we will be trying to work out the coordinates of. So we know the point T, and we know that it divides the line in the ratio of 3 to 2. So the coordinates for the point T were 6, -4, 1. So I'm going to write underneath here that's been divided up in the ratio of 3 to 2. So what that tells us is that the vector to go from A to T compared with the vector that takes you from T to B, in terms of their length or their size, they're in the ratio of 3 to 2, and we can write it down in that way. We can then think about cross multiplying to rearrange this, and from that we can go on and work out the position vector for the point B and then hence the coordinates. So we can say that 3 times the vector of T to B will be equal to 2 times the vector from A to T. So now using our position vector result would allow us to write down that would be 3B minus the position vector of T. Remember, these are lowercase letters underlined when you're using the position vector. This will be the position vector of T minus A to find A to T. You should then multiply out these brackets so that you get 3B minus 3T will be equal to 2T minus 2A. And if you tidy that up, collecting your T terms on one side, you will get 3B equals 5T minus 2A. Now technically I could divide through by 3 here, but I'm going to leave the dividing by 3 bit till further down, and it's just easier to avoid trying to think about fractions just now. So this says to work out what 3B is equal to, I will be doing 5 times the position vector for the point T, which was 6 -4, 1, minus 2 times the position vector for A rather, which is 3 -1, 4. That does give you a position vector for 3 times B. Working your way out of each of these, you get 5 times 6 is going to be 30, minus 5 times your 4 is going to be minus 20, 5 times 1 is 5. And we are subtracting. I'm going to just do 2 times 3, 2 times -1, and 2 times 4. And if you then subtracted these two vectors, you'd get 30 minus 6 is 24, -20 minus -2 would be plus, -20 plus 2, which is -18, and 5 minus 8, which is -3. And then it's at this point that we would be thinking about dividing through by 3, or you could write, if you wanted, that you're doing 1/3 of 24 minus 18 minus 3. That's going to get the vector of B to be equal to 8 minus 6 minus 1. And from that you can make the statement that says the coordinates of the point B are, and you can write 8 minus 6 minus 1. Now notice that it is the coordinates that you've been asked for. Now, in terms of where you would get your marks for a question like this, in the first instance, for comparing the two vectors and then making a statement like this, where you're comparing the lengths, you'd get 1 mark for that, and then somewhat getting down to at least this line here, 3b equals, that would kind of be your second mark, and then all the way to working out what the vector b is represented by, and then to get the final mark you need to have the coordinates, not the components. So make sure you know the difference between these two things. So give yourself some feedback, look for ways, if you didn't get it all correct, look for ways of where you can improve.